right behind you on this side is going to be our new 500 series. Now, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with you on this one. These pieces are absolutely gorgeous. First and foremost, the dryers are a heat pump dryer. The doors are, for the dryer, field reversible.
Okay.
That heat pump dryer, though, has our technology of automatically cleaning itself. It's a self-cleaning condenser. But what's really unique is when you touch and turn this on. It takes just a few seconds for it to actually illuminate and turn on. And now what you're going to find is that the entire piece is all, I mean, look at this. This thing is amazing. Look at all the, you have wrinkle block, you have different programs through the app, you have a sanitize, a mix. The drums now have lights inside of them. So both your washer and your dryer in the 500 series now come with that internal light. But look at this. I can't touch this, but I can touch these areas here. And you can feel, I want you to feel that groove in there because it actually has a nice little groove.
Oh yeah.
So as you're mixing things around.
This is great. Design-wise, it's gorgeous. It's probably the nicest compact laundry that I've seen. And I love the fact on the heat pump that you don't have to clean. Like on a traditional condenser dryer, you have another filter here that you have to pull out. And most customers will never clean that because they always forget about it.
Sure do.
You know, so just having the lint filter here to clean.
Did you notice something about our lint filter? It's very uniquely shaped.
Is this a clamshell?
It is.
So show us how to open that.
Absolutely. So you'll see right over here, there's a little lever here. Just completely pull that up and open it that way.
So that'll prevent any excess. And actually, I feel in here, this is almost totally solid, so nothing can get down into the workings of the dryer.
Right. It's remarkable, the attention to detail that we've done at Bosch to really bring this laundry to life. And again, you'll see this is the washer just below it. And now, if you open up the washer right there, look at that. You have your dispenser area there. You can add in what other, say, liquids or detergents that you would like to use.
So main wash, pre-wash, and then what, fabric softener here?
Yep.
Okay, and dilute the fabric softener?
You know, that's a great question. The answer to that is use and care.
Perfect.
Why? Because AJ doesn't have the answer. Sometimes I don't always have the answer.
I will tell you for you, AJ. You definitely need to dilute your fabric softener because what tends to happen with fabric softener, because it's wax-based, because it's wax-based, it'll end up gumming this up and actually gumming the inside, causing mold and excessive cleaning at some point. So if you dilute that, you're going to be far, far happier with the results.
May I point one last thing out on this 500 series?
Yep.
One thing that I absolutely love, it's called the Smart Dry feature.
Oh.
And with Home Connect, imagine being able to just place your items into your washer. You know, we open up our dryer or washer here, we place everything in here, the washer is done, and you've selected Smart Dry. And what Smart Dry is going to do, it's going to use the Home Connect app, and once this is done, it's going to tell the dryer, hey, here's what level of wetness these clothes are, so put it on this specific based upon where it stops at, where the moisture level is on those clothes.
Will it also know the fabric that was in here? Like, for instance, say I had a delicate load, right?
Yes.
And I'm using and actually, I apologize, the Smart Dry feature. It will know. So, like, for instance, Matt earlier had said he did laundry before he came, and unfortunately, he selected the wrong cycle, and he might have shrunk in 1 or 2 shirts. So we won't have that problem here, right?
I say that every time I go to a restaurant. I must have shrunken a couple of shirts in the wash. So the quick answer is it's going to read what you've chosen here.
Yes.
It's going to read the actual moisture level and give the precise drying mode needed based upon, again, where it's at. And every load can be different, right?
And these are great customer features because when a customer comes in and, you know, they may have an old condensing unit that really didn't work like they had anticipated and they were going from a traditional dryer. Even if you're going from a traditional dryer and you're putting these either as your main laundry pieces or maybe as a second set, either off of a master or possibly off of your bathroom, these heat pump dryers are so efficient and they dry exceptionally well.
E-Star has actually rated ours one of the most efficient, even just in appliances. But because of that constant cleaning, like you were just saying, you're going to continuously get that that energy efficiency, and it's not going to take even longer and longer because you didn't clean out that that filter that's needed. So I do love these. Again, a couple of other things that you cannot see right now, and that's because the hoses have what's called an aqua stop hose. And you might, aqua shield rather is the name specifically, but imagine this, let's say the hose ruptures. You would be unaware of that. But this actually has a hose already that comes with it that has another hose that's over top of it. That will contain any water that's inside from that inner hose leaking. And then at the very top where you connect the water line to the hose, imagine like when we were kids, we had those little dinosaur things we pop in the water and poof, they get really big, those sponge type things. That's what's inside, and it literally shuts the water off at its source, allowing no more water interior, and then dries up.
It's like it's like when you're on a plane and you hit the life, if you had to ever wear your life vest, they would, great, that's awesome.
That's for your hoses, and then like our dishwashers for the 300 series and up, we have that Aqua Stop.
Yeah.
We have this Aqua Stop Plus in here, and what that's going to do, it's like a Smitty pan, maybe on your water heater, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be an extra layer of protection from that washer to prevent, if there was a leak, it's going to be stopped at that actual, I would say the Aqua Stop, if you will. So it's going to really make sure that those leaks retain here and not on your flooring.
Yeah, so typically what we'll see is possibly a pump will have a failure, maybe get a crack in it from some foreign object that was in your pocket. So if our pump does get a crack, that AquaStop will shut this unit down and fault out and call for service,
That's
essentially,
right.
Have you call for service.
That's correct. That's correct.
Now, will that send a message to the Home Connect app also?
It sure will, and you'll get a notification letting you know what the error is. So you'll kind of know exactly what you're dealing with. And when you call customer service, they would then also be able to help diagnose that. And in the future, as we continuously evolve the servicing side of things, I would not be very surprised that the servicer shows up hard in hand, reducing those secondary calls. And that's the goal, too.
First call completes are always the best, customer satisfaction, but also as us as a servicer, that's ideal.